Okay, here we go. Into the streamiverse. Ah. Why am I in Quinox? Let me look this one up real quick. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I can finish this quest or not. Hold on, let me use this fire. So apparently... Oh. We can talk. We cannot talk. It's a bit rainy. Yeah. Ah, he is still here.
It all began innocently enough. Our milksop of a lord, Yvain, decided that we didn't have the right tools to unearth the riches of our land. So he sent messengers to Camelot
Oh, hello, Big
asking
Bird.
for their
What are you
men
doing?
and equipment. It was supposed to make us richer. And it worked. For a while. They came here and resumed mining. Brought gold with them too. So for a while there, we were even happy to see new faces. Then news from Camelot arrived. The Red Death is in...
We declare
Okay.
martial law. Cut down all the trees and take them anear with...
Load of bullshit, if you ask me. The weirdness has always been here. Kuanacht has been doing just fine without the support of the dog fuckers of the Round Table. Denholm, the one in charge of their army, came here with the red. It seems like he's well aware that his orders are stupid. And now Kuanacht is divided. Some want to leave for Camelot. Others... His
Okay.
family had our Yvain, who
Yep.
though
Yep.
I
Okay,
have, they
recruits.
took a... nobody...
Your loved ones? Did you lose someone too?
I don't really want to talk
Wife,
about
beautiful. She was
Look,
the child into
it,
this
but
story.
she would chat with Nianti. She hadn't bled for 3 months, and she would have eaten all the crops from Reese's field if she could. My cat, they took her away.
Got
She
cold
caught a
with her
cold, and
talking
that's
again.
all I can tell you. I
Don't
don't
think about
want
it
to
anymore,
think
because-
about it anymore.
I know what happened to her.
You... what? How? How is this possible?
I found a letter she wrote to you in the bowels of the island asylum. She's dead.
I can't believe this. My Katrin, do you still have the letter? Please tell me you didn't throw it away.
Here's the letter.
My Katrin. A boy. My little boy. She mentioned once that she liked the name Llewellyn. It made me laugh. It sounded so poetic. Not really fitting for a blacksmith's son. I always wanted a son. Maybe that's why I've grown so fond of Baal. I thank you. I'm guessing the circumstances in which you got this letter must have been difficult. If everyone here were as brave as you, our Kuanacht would have a chance to weather the end of the world. Here, take this. I have no use for it anymore. I wanted to bury it with Katrin if I ever found her body. That's all I can do for you. And for her.
Dang. What now?
Why? This letter doesn't change anything. Years ago, I swore I wouldn't utter a single good word about those red vermin. And I'm not. If anything, it has...
Yep. Increase max health by 20. I got 100 experience for completing that quest. Dang. I don't have the letter to finish this one. The Crooked Trail. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this one. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't show me. Yeah. Okay. There's okay, so there's apparently a place where this dude is. He's up there. Boarding to this. I'm looking for a dude that is like right there. Okay. Let's head to that marker. We can ride our trusty steed. Look at you spawning way over here. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Can I jump off this? Yeah. Sure can. I guess he's somewhere in here. Huh. What you doing?
Camelot wants order. These new around here, huh? I'd offer you a job. Besides, the folks here wouldn't let.
Okay. Wine. Okay, so apparently he's supposed to be, like, around this. But it appears to be bugged. Rest. Rest again. Okay. Nothing? Y'all good? Oh, they're good now. Can't talk to him. Or him. Or him. You're doing a good job, though. You're a good job. Don't, it's fine. This is fine. Don't have any other, like, person indication on my compass. So I guess that one is undoable as well. Okay, everything else is in the other place, so here we go. Let's fast to travel it. Boom. Oh yeah. What's up with you?
Don't keep
Nothing? Okay. I guess let's do this. Let's start from the bottom. Go to Food Village. Just phase through that. Hold on, what does this look like? Nice. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. You're Ingvi. Anything else back here that's fun? I'll take that. Lots of splash poison stuff that I should have probably used throughout my whole playthrough and just haven't. Like these fire things.
You are here.
Yep.
Walker in the weirdness. Your arrival heralds change.
Completely. Like maybe no snow for a little while. I'm looking for Chieftain Ingvi.
I am Ingvi. May my stature not surprise you. For the Thoid, it is what you bring to the tribe that matters. I bring myself, my skills, and my devotion. I am my tribe's servant.
The voice of the tribes calls you to the moot.
I've heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Thoid tribe are preparing to fall into sleep, and it is my duty to ensure their safety while they do.
What is the sleep?
We sleep to dream the mother's dream. It is sacred to the Thoid. Until now, only Senya has dreamed, and before her, a long line of devoted and sensitive Thoid warriors. Through the dream, we commune with our guardian giant, the one we call Mother. Now Mother wishes for all of us to join her. She promises to protect us from the weirdness.
How is this dream supposed to protect you from the weirdness?
Mother promises that the strength of the Thoid's united dreaming will repel the weirdness and encompass the entire Forlorn Swords. By embracing the dream, the Thoids will protect not only themselves, but all of the Delrida too. The Thoids have long believed the world is heading towards self-destruction, and we are now on the brink of the end times. If there is a way to prevent that, we will do everything in our power to make it so.
What makes you so sure that the dream will help?
We are not sure, but we have faith. It has to be enough.
I sound like a robot. Why are you so sure that the end is
We
near?
became certain the moment you set foot in our lands. Your arrival was foretold by Mother. She said that when the Walker in the Weirdness arrives, it will be time to fall into the sleep. Through our dream, we will save ourselves from the end of days.
Is that the only way to help the tribes? I'm trying to do it differently.
You are the Walker in the Weirdness. You can do far more than we ever could. We have tried everything. Magic, diplomacy. Some of us even joined One Eye's rebellion. But it wasn't enough. We needed Mother to show us the way. She said that only by joining her dream in another realm can we truly affect the reality we know.
Thoid tribe worships the giant?
The Gunvalder tribe did the same. They worshipped their giant too. We believe King Arthur entrusted us with his crown for a reason. There's always been a special bond between the Delrida and the Giants, going back to the Age of Legends.
Perhaps Arthur could prevent you from falling into the sleep.
Perhaps. He was the only man who could speak to the Giants as an equal. But how could we find out now? The king is dead, and he's not coming back. This is our last chance to make a difference. We need to trust Mother.
How does Arthur's crown work?
That's not widely known. But we have our own theory. We believe Arthur bound his essence to the crown, which allowed him to communicate with the Giants and gain their allegiance. However, you can't bind your essence to another being without mastering the weirdness first. That's why we believe Arthur must have uncovered the secrets of the weirdness, unlocking the mysteries of the Four Dwellers long before he forged his allegiance with the Giants.
Do you wish to join them in the dream?
I will keep watch until everyone enters the land of the dreaming. Once they fall into sleep, I'll decide whether or not to join them. I may simply become a nameless, tribeless Delrida.
You don't sound very convincing.
That is my honest answer. It's the only one I can give. Words shape reality. You shouldn't use them unless you're certain of the reality you want to create.
If I help your tribe, will you come to the moot?
How do you think you can help us? Can you do more than walk the weirdness? Can you walk through dreams too?
Probably.
If that's the case, I won't stop you from entering. Mother will decide if you're of use to her. But don't you dare harm her, even if you can. If you do, you'll have the entire Thoid tribe against you. That much I'm sure of.
I'll enter Mother's dream and find out how to help the Thoid tribe.
As you wish, Walker in the Weirdness. I won't make any decisions about the dreaming until you return with answers. Or the will of the Mother.
We'll consider joining the moot if I must enter the dreaming. I apparently entered the dream this direction. Ah! There's this monkey jump. Let's go into the dreaming. Well, hello.
Glad in school to see you here, for it means we draw ever closer to Sonder. Behold the dreaming, our true home. Walker in the weirdness. As I greeted you in the waking world, so do I welcome you once more.
Why do you call this place your true home?
The world that withers is no home to us. It is a fleeting mirage where nothing holds, nothing remains. There all crumbles, without meaning, without end. But the dreaming is eternal, and it has a purpose. The deepest of all layers, Sonder.
What is
When your
Sonder?
arrival ended the vigil, the dreaming began. The final phase of our dreaming is Sonder. Sonder is the moments when we shall become one with Mother's dream, forever entwined. Sonder is also a place deep within the lowest layers of the dreaming. There at last we will be safe, far from the world ensnared by the weirdness.
What is my role
Envy
here?
believes you may unravel the burdens that weigh upon some of the Thoid. Without freeing them from these burdens, They cannot enter Mother's chamber, where each of us must drift into ever deeper dreaming, until at last we reach Sonder.
What of Ingvi? She's not here among you.
Ingvi's burden is to guard the village of Thoid, to safeguard Mother, and to ensure that all members of the Thoid tribe journey towards Sonder. She awaits the right sign. When it comes, only then will she choose her fate.
What exactly are these burdens?
Life, unfulfilled duties, feelings that tether the soul, keeping it from sinking into the dreaming's embrace. Each of us carries burdens. Once, we of Thoid would end our vigil and return to wakefulness, striving to cast off these burdens through life itself. But your arrival ended the vigil. It began the dreaming, and Thoid may no longer wake, not unless such is Mother's will.
Okay. What's
You,
that?
don't just stand there. Help me find Vilekin. I know that filthy swine is hiding somewhere around here. We have to find him.
I don't even know who you are.
They call me Alfhild. I have sworn to watch over Sinya while she dreams Mother's dream. Now you know who I am, so help me find Vilekin.
Who is Vilekin?
A filthy beast. A mongrel who tried to put his hands where they didn't belong. Oh, how I wish I had cut them off when I had the chance. But he fled. And now he's entered the vigil and I will not, let him go any further. If he dares try to harm her again, I swear...
Who did he try to harm?
Senya! I swore to protect her. But I failed. I chased Vilekin from her bedside, then from the tribe. But he still managed to worm his way into the vigil. I need to find him. As long as he's out there, Senya will never be safe. And I will never be able to join her in Sonder.
How do you know this Vilekin is here?
Because I saw him. I tried to give chase, but he's surprisingly good at slipping away in this place. He cannot be allowed into Sonder. There is no place for the likes of him among the dreaming. His very presence would be like poison.
I'll find
Good.
him for you.
I'll wait for you here. Bring me his head so I can finally dream in peace.
Easy break.
Walker,
Hello?
in the weirdness. You're here. Finally. You have to listen to me.
That's why I'm here. What
I need
troubles
to
you?
speak with Ingvi. But ever since the dream began, I can't leave this place. She must hear this before it's too late.
If I help you, will you enter
That's
Sonder?
exactly the problem. Sonder is a trap. No one can go there. Especially not Ingvi. Please, I'm begging you. You have to help us.
Sonder's a trap? What do you mean?
The Giant Mother, the one we believe to be Mather, wants us to become her children, to surrender ourselves to her care. But why did we ever assume she was Mather? Our Mother Goddess was a warrior. She gave us the strength to stand against adversity, to unite against those who seek to destroy the Dalriada. And what is this dream, if not turning our backs on our kin? On the other tribes who still fight? Are we to crawl under Mother's skirts while the world burns?
I thought Sonder was every Thute's purpose.
Sonder is an escape. And now, I see it clearer than ever. If we flee into Sonder instead of standing and fighting, we are no longer Dalriada. There is no honor in this. We are on the verge of losing everything. Our identity as Toid. Our very souls.
So you want me to relay the message to Ingvi? That's all?
I don't know if it'll be enough.
But you have to try. Tell Ingvi that Rune reminds her of the duty of every Dulriada. We stand and fight. We dunny run. The Giant Mother is not Mother. She's nothing but a weak, selfish wretch who would see the Tuid destroyed.
If I refuse, you won't enter Sonder anyway, and you don't want to.
I know my plea must sound desperate. If you grant my request, I'll enter Sonder. I'll be thrown into it whether I want it or no. But if that is the only way to save the tribe, then I will do it. I will sacrifice myself for them.
You are the walker in the weirdness. You walk where few dare. I don't feel worthy of asking for your help.
Tell me what's bothering
I
you.
need help. Not for myself, but for my mate Sidara. My friend Bodil and I went to the Giant's Barrow. We sought knowledge, a sign that we still walk toward Mother's dream. Bodil, our companion, did not return. And Sidara, the White's touch took hold of her. She's no longer herself, not truly.
So what needs to be done?
Find Bodil. End his suffering. And Sidara, she still sleeps, but her soul cannot rest. They must be freed from this curse. Then, at last, we will have peace. We will join Mother in her sleep.
Where can I find them?
Bodil's earthly vessel might still be in the White's lair. As for Sidara, she sleeps in our hut, beside me. I feel her. So close yet so distant. Please, bring back my loved ones. Free their souls. Then, maybe we can find ourselves again. Join the Mother.
Room's key. Alright, one more. Hello.
Ho ho ho, you're here. Munvarth knew you'd come, even before we headed to the Mother's chamber.
And who are you exactly?
They call me Jarnsford, because that's my name, Jarnsford. So that's why they call me that. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Where are you headed?
To the Mother's chamber, where we'll dream forever. Munvarth says great black ships that devour the sky will take us there. I don't know if that's true. He makes things up sometimes. Like that time he told me he brought me a giant's tooth. Turned out to just be a regular old walnut shell.
Who's Munvarth?
He's my friend. My raven friend. I mean, he's a raven. Feathers, wings, a beak, all the raven things. And he's the reason I'm worried. Well, not really him, actually. It's my stupid head.
Water's really
always
loud.
Forgetting things. Before I entered the Mother's dream, I told myself, Jarnsver, remember to let Munvarth out. And, of course, I forgot. Damned useless head. I'd rip it off my shoulders and toss it into the abyss if I could.
And this raven, he told you I'd come?
Yeah, he talks to me a lot. And sometimes he says things that make me really wonder how he even knows them. When I asked him, he just said it's a raven secret. But funny thing, he only talks when it's just the two of us. If anyone else is around, he clams up like a corpse.
Interesting. Maybe you have some mystical bond that no one else can hear him?
No, that could actually be it. I mean, I never thought of myself as a mystic. I always figured I was just spouting nonsense. But maybe I'm actually speaking in mysticisms. Oh, that would explain why I forget everything. My head is filled with mystical secrets beyond mortal comprehension, and there's no room left for mundane things.
What were you supposed to let Munvarth out of?
His cage. And the cage is back at my house. But not here, on the other side. You know, in the waking world. Sometimes I mix it up and forget where I even am. If Munvar stays in that cage, he'll starve to death. I left him food, but not enough to last a lifetime. Well, I mean, it'll last a while.
Yeah.
You don't have to rub it in. I already feel bad enough. Not only did I leave him, you will.
Alright.
I'll do it myself, but I can't go back anymore. For Toids, dreams are a one-way journey. Here, this is the key to his cage. Works like any key. Just stick it in the lock and turn it. I hope I can travel back to the waking world. And please, make sure to apologize to Munvar for me.
Alrighty.
Did you manage to... Oh.
Okay. A bunch of new quests. Let's do that. Somewhere in the dreaming.
Behold, Walker. This is one of Mother's earthly faces. She watches over us now in the dreaming, as she once did in the waking world. I believe Mather watches your path with great intent, as do I.
Interesting. Alright.
Have you found him? Have you killed him?
Yep, and yep.
Oh, thank Mother. Senya is finally safe, and now I can see her again. Thank you. Wait, who are you exactly? You look like an outsider, yet you entered the dreaming.
It's a bit late to be asking me that. Your people call me the Walker in the Weirdness.
Walker in the Weirdness. You? Oh, thank Mother. That means the vigil will soon end, and we will all be together. And I will see Senya again.
You seem to miss Senya a lot.
I do. I swore to watch over her in her sleep, and it has been an honor, but I miss her presence. I miss the sound of her voice. She's so still when she dreams. I wish she would smile again. Have a good sleep, I guess. Thank you, Walker in the Weirdness. Now that wretch is finally gone, I surely will.
Cool. Now we do this one. You return, welcome, yep.
I've heard the voice. The members of the Thoi...
Here on Rune's behalf is important.
Ah, Runa. I suppose that means you simply must tell me whatever it is. He has told you, I hope, how much he longed to become chieftain. He tried, but among the Thoid, ambition is one of the gravest sins.
I was chosen.
That is why I was chosen as chief.
Seems Rune is trying to challenge your authority, so I don't need to remove his burden. Rune believes Sunder is a death trap for the food. Well, I accept the rule if you didn't want it.
I was chosen, as is the way of the Thoid. I couldn't refuse. As for Runa, He would have thrived as an Ulfright. I have no idea how he managed to pass. Whatever he's asked of you, know this. Runa has his own reasons for stirring up trouble.
Death trap.
Does he now? And he's only just come to this realization.
And I'm stuck
now,
here.
Let me guess. He wants to switch
To
places.
take the chieftain seat while there's still
To
a
take
tribe
the-
left to lead. Rune believes that the giant mother is not Maether, and that Sonder is a shameful escape.
An escape? That is what I feared. I never would have thought Runa and I could be of the same mind. You're voicing my own concerns. Thoid, the forefather of our tribe, was a warrior. We have never and Mother? Who knows?
We've given too much meaning to
Maybe
something
we've
that
given
alienates
too much.
another creature.
Immortal and mystical she may be.
What will you
The
decide?
difference between us is that I face my challenges, while Runa, taking him at his word would be naive. But I cannot ignore what he says. On the one
Okay.
hand, there is the myth the Thoid have followed. On the other, my own doubts,
You have a man who's
and the
known
opinion
to
of a...
work against
Tell
me.
me, walker in the weirdness. You do not share our burdens.
What would you do in my place? Sonder seems suspicious. You should think carefully before you follow this path. Sonder is the Thoid's dream. Perhaps it's better to let go of Dalriada values. Sonder does seem suspicious.
I will. You have my word.
See things in the way that the Thoid cannot.
We've always placed our trust in intuition. And if mine tells me there may be truth in Runa, thank you for your involvement. My duty as
Even those
chieftain
who are
is
not
to hear.
respected
You
like
may
me.
leave me to my thought.
Alright. Let's do that one, because that's also in the real world. Goodbye.
The
Whoa.
Thrum.
You're very loud.
The Thrum.
What am I supposed to do here?
The Thrum.
Rim. Well, I have to kill her, I see. Poor girl. I just murdered you. All right. giant. Nothing. I seen an enemy. Coin. Another giant. Anything good? No. Let's see. Nothing. Another giant. Interesting. Alright. Similar room as to what was used before. Me. Terrible. Hello. Well, whatever that was a big hit. Very gross sounds. What does this say? Do not mourn our dead. Just as in childhood we did not understand sleep, so through life we edge towards its final form. Departure is natural. Life was always a gamble. No torches, no incantations, only silence and the hum. Do not stay for what follows. Do not look at dead faces as they turn hollow in the end. I feel like the sleep is just a veiled word for death. Come, enter death. Why are there giants down here? Sketchy. There was something there. I want to know what it is. Oh. Cool, weird stone. It'd be cool if I could actually do anything with this stuff. But I can't. Why is it... You make a whole hidden chest and you just put cider in it. What the heck? The whole point of why I wanted to go through with the Stone Wardens is because they were supposed to be able to make cool stuff. And here I am, part of the Stone Wardens, having learned nothing about how to make cool stuff. It's very disappointing. Like, I can't make anything that's cool. No talismans, no weapons, anything. Weird. Alright. Alright, back into the dream. Sir. Sir.
Ingvi has proven herself a worthy chieftain. She ha-
Okay. Got it. I completed your quest.
I felt it. The weight, it is lifted. You must send me to her. Wherever Sidara may be, I will follow. And I...
Want me to kill you? Are you certain?
More than I have. But listen. My body still clings to this world. The flesh resists what the soul has already accepted. Not because I wish to, but because I am still... Not hesitate. Strike true. And when I am gone, let the... Thank
let's
you
fight.
for understanding. Let this be the last battle.
Got him. Any of that would be stealing, that's funny. Let's see. You're the last one.
Hello. Did you manage to...
Yes.
Thank you. I hope he finds a new home. Or at least some other ravens to keep. And I can already feel my burden lifting. Now I can join Mother and...
Flight delayed. Scold awaits me at the entrance to Mother's chamber. Hello.
You have come, Walker in the Weirdness.
Yes.
Jarnsfor, Brunne, Alfild, Trim. You do not yet grasp the weight you have lifted from their shoulders. No matter how great or small their burden, it still bound them, kept them from journeying towards the deepest layer of the dreaming. But now they may step into Mother's chamber, and you shall be granted this privilege as well. After all, this is why you are here, is it not?
I don't know. What awaits me inside?
You shall see my sister, Senja, and Mother, whose dreams we have shared, and in whose dreams we long to become one.
I want Ingvi to attend
Yes.
the moot.
That is why you will enter Mother's chamber, Walker. The choices that must be made shall be made within. No matter the outcome, you have the gratitude of all Thoid. Were it not for you, we could not have embraced the dreaming. We could not have stood before Mother's chamber.
Is there anything I should know before entering?
Do not fear. No harm will come to you in the dreaming. I know that you are expected, Walker. Indeed, the time has come.
Okay. Let's do it. What chamber are we entering? Your mom's? Ha! Got him.
I have watched your journey, Walker in the Weirdness. I saw how you helped the lost Thoid children face their burdens. The weight that kept them from entering this chamber.
Yeah.
For that, you have my gratitude. But I know you have your own purpose. Now tell me what it is.
First, I have questions of my
I
own.
welcomed you as my guest, so I will grant you this privilege. Ask then, Walker in the Weirdness.
Who are you, exactly?
In your tongue, you might call me Mornrose. I was known as the Giant of Bloom and Ash. I stood beside my brothers and sisters as they entered this world. And I stood beside them when they faded into eternity, guiding them on their final journey.
The food told me my arrival ended the vigil and began the dreaming. What does that mean?
You humans cling so desperately to the waking world. Your dreams are fleeting. You dream, then wake. And in doing so, you destroy what you have dreamt. The Thoid follow a path to end that destruction. To stop waking. The vigil was the first step. Those brief visits prepared them for a reality beyond the waking world.
Why were the Thoid waiting
Because
for me?
I dreamt of our meeting, Walker in the Weirdness. I could not wait. You bring change. And in the waking world, change is the greatest force of all. The human child, Senya, the keeper of my dreams, delivered the message to the Thoid. With your arrival, the dreaming would begin, and their final burdens would be cast away.
The burdens. Why did the Thoid need to shed them before entering the stream?
Nobody should fall asleep, weighed down by earthly concerns. They only bring fear and nightmares. And there are enough of those in the waking world. They have no place in the dreaming.
Why have you been waiting for the Thoid to join you in this place?
Don't you already know the answer, Walker in the Weirdness? You see the world beyond my dreaming. It is a layer of reality steeped in suffering. A place where all that lives is doomed to perish. No civilization will endure. It happened to the Four-Dwellers. It happened to us, the Giants. And now, your own end draws near. Avalon is no longer a place that favors you.
Avalon is not. What do you mean by that?
The Avalon you know is falling apart. Its collapse began the moment you humans set foot on this island. Your presence brought conflict. And that conflict has irreparably weakened the very foundations of this land's reality. For a short while, you delayed the inevitable. You found ways to buy yourselves more time. Even those are failing now.
I still don't understand why you allowed the Thood Dalriada to escape.
Because we share a unique, carefully cultivated bond. Long ago, the Thoid turned to me, for they saw me as a mother. They sought my guidance, and for generations, devoted themselves to drawing even closer to me. Until at last, Senya appeared, offering herself completely so that the path to Sonder might open for humanity's children. Elder Ingavi, in turn, took upon herself the burden of ensuring Sonder for all her kin. This is the nature of our bond. Both the Thoid and I have given much of ourselves, despite the weight of the burdens placed upon us.
What is Sonder, truly?
If you have asked the Thoid, then you have already heard the truth. I have not deceived them, nor have they deceived you. Sonder is both a place and a state of being. It is the deepest layer of my dreaming. When the Thoid sink deeply enough into my dream, and linger long enough to reach Sonder, they cross a point of no return. They remain there forever. Finally safe, cut off from a world that races toward its own demise.
Tell me about the giants. Why do you remain asleep?
We swore fealty to the human king. Arthur spoke in our language, and his words were resonant, full of wisdom. He promised us an Avalon free of those who could shape reality through the weirdness, twisting it to serve their own whims. We helped him drive the Foredwellers back to Tuathan. We helped him because he showed us a vision of the world where all were equal.
What happened next?
From the moment we bowed our heads, he ruled over us. After the terrible war, Arthur gave us an order to sleep. And so the dreaming came to be.
I have no more
Then
questions.
let me ask you one. What brought you before the dreamer?
I want to do 3 of these. I need to retrieve King Arthur's
You
crown.
seek the legacy of the one who brought so much suffering. I do not know if you come to me searching for pain, truth, or hope. But now I understand. You need the support of the tribes to face what slumbers beneath the earth. Tell me, human child, why? Why should I stop waiting for Ingvi and release her from her journey towards Sonder? Her burden is lifted. She has no reason to remain in a world crumbling into ruin. All for the ambitions of one old man.
Need Arthur's helmet to prevent the fall of
Rebuilding
Avalon.
old myths will not undo the inevitable. The past is a graveyard, Walker. If you keep chasing it, if you keep digging up what was buried long ago, you will find yourself in a grave before long.
Enough. There is no reasoning with the giant's stubborn nature. No matter what you say, she'll keep dragging you deeper into the labyrinth of her mind. That is why I ordered the giants to sleep. Their nature was unpredictable. They reveled in strange manipulations, willing to wager their own lives in primitive bets and frivolous games. And so, I speak. Whatever this one demands, grant it. That is the order of the king to whom you swore fealty.
I was wondering how long you would stay silent, letting the human whose body you stole speak for you. You have lasted surprisingly long. I suppose emptiness and oblivion have taught you some humility. Nevertheless, greetings, Arthur. I am glad I have finally dreamt of this moment. The moment I can tell you, face to face, that everything is your fault. Avalon is falling because you existed. Because you continue to exist. This is also the moment I accuse you of murdering my children. And the children of the other giants.
There? What is she talking about?
Your human king got to know us well. When he ordered the giants to sleep, he knew that our children could not dream. Dreaming is something giants grow into with age. Having no choice but to obey, we left our children behind in the waking world. Alone, defenseless, condemned to the coldness of death. Quiestra, the child I once held in my arms, never dreamed with me. While I built layer upon layer of my dreaming, was dying. But I had time. Enough time to dream of Sonder. A place and a state where death holds no power. There, I will dream Quiestra. I will give shelter to the entire Thoid tribe, including Ingavi. I will not abandon any more children to the waking world.
Is this true?
I have made many terrible mistakes during my reign, but I always considered what was best for my people. At least, that was my intention. I wanted to make Avalon our home, free from the plague, free from forces that would seek to oppose us. I thought that my return would restore balance, that I could prevent Avalon's fall.
Your idea of what is good is twisted, human king. As for you, mortal, yes, you need the blessing of the tribes to claim the crown. Those were the terms of the sacred pact, but you will have to manage without the Thoid. They will all come with me into Sonder. I will care for them as if they were my own children. And I will save them from this world's corruption.
Fall of Avalon must be stopped, and contrary to what Arthur claims, he does not need to be part of that. The dreaming is not the only layer of reality where life and the future exist. I have walked many others. Ingvi has fulfilled her duty to the tribe. Now she must fulfill her duty to the Dalriada. I demanded, as one who has aided the Thude. I will wake your kin and release them from the oath they swore to the crown.
This is an interesting choice here. I'm gonna choose either the second one or the bottom one here. Let's try the second one.
And what kind of worlds were they, Walker? Were they open to all? Or did they demand a terrible price for the mere chance to exist within them? Whether this is reckless bravado or blind faith in the King's promises, my stance on Ingavi remains unchanged. Our meeting ends here, Walker. You will have to dream what lies beneath the King's threat, without the blessing of the Thoid tribe. Leave now, and let us dream.
I'm very curious what the bottom one would have offered. Let's see what Arthur has to say about this. About Mother Giant. Why couldn't the giants live alongside the Dalriada? Why did they have to sleep?
And what do you think would have become of Avalon if the warlike Dalrita, already revering the giants as they are now, had the chance to worship them as living, active beings? The giants were too powerful to remain among us, especially on lands gifted to the tribes of the Dalrita. There were those among us who demanded their complete destruction. That I would not allow. It was already punishment enough that they enslaved their own children and used them as a bargaining tool. I do not blame the Theod mother for her anger. She has every right to it.
Is it true what she said about the children of the giants that you enslaved
At the
them?
time, I saw no other way. We had no way to control the giants. and we couldn't allow them to form an alliance with the Four Dwellers. So we resorted to deception. The giants are cunning creatures. Had we not gained the upper hand, they would have turned on us at the first opportunity. I am not proud of it, but war follows its own cruel laws.
That argument is growing tiresome.
It is. And you should stop asking questions when you already know the answer. That way, you won't be so easily bored.
Interesting. I guess we'll leave that for now. I may explore that option some, on my own time, maybe. It is the way that it is.
Walker in the weirdness.
I want you to make your own choice.
And you won't tell me what she said? Do you want me to oppose Mother if my decision goes against her wishes? No, Walker in the weirdness. I will not allow you to manipulate me. If you refuse to tell me what Mother has asked, I will enter Sonder and ask her myself.
I don't like this line.
Afraid? But now, deep down,
Hold on.
I envied Therov for joining One-Eye's rebellion and getting to see the world. Now I will have the chance to know real life. Perhaps I will join those who refused Mother's call.
You feel
For the
free.
first time in my life,
What will happen to the Thoy tribe
The
now?
Thoid. We have long been divided between those who follow Mother and those who were deaf to her call. Or at least, that's what we believed. That they were cowards, unfaithful, ungrateful wretches. But I was never convinced by those words. To me, they were simply brothers who dared to walk their own path, even at the cost of eternity. Deep down, I am still Thoid, and I am young. When I come of age, I can bring more Thoid into this world, perhaps even with the help of those who return home one day.
Are you not afraid they will be different from the Thoy, you know?
I am certain they will be. They will believe what they choose to believe. It will be a new beginning. My role as Elder was to guide the Thoid of old to the dreaming. But those who come after them will live in the waking world, and I will guide them too. At last, I will be allowed to grow up. And I'll admit, I cannot wait.
How do you think the rest of the Dalriada will react?
It's hard to say, but I don't truly care. They will either accept us, or they won't. But who knows? Perhaps this time we will grow closer to them. I've always thought they envied our direct connection to Mother. With Mother gone, perhaps we will finally build a true rapport.
Do you regret not entering this
I
hunter?
know I will always wonder what Sonder would have been like. And I know my heart will grieve for my kin. But something tells me this path is not closed to me forever. If there truly is a place we go after death, perhaps it is Sonder. that would also align with Runa's claim that Sonder is a trap, and that, in truth, everyone dies before entering Sonder. Maybe he was right. If so, then when I die, my soul will awaken in Sonder. I will see my tribe again. And finally, I will meet Mother. That is what I have decided to believe.
I'm gonna count on your presence.
I don't know how Gerfan will react to an elder without a tribe. But, well, he summoned me, so I will come. There is a reason why the Thoid made me their elder. My power, despised by the other Delrida, is truly unrivaled. And on the battlefield, a skilled Thoid is worth 10 Volker warriors steeped in Mather's fury. See you at the moot, Walker in the Weirdness. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Cool. Divided we fall. Okay. Oh, I can't open my map in here. Okay. Alright, so this is here. And then the other one is up there? Yeah, okay. So let's do that one. Alright, before I do this, I really need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm back. Hello.
No entry, no exceptions.
I'm here on behalf of the voice of the tribes.
And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsver. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
Mad men. Hello?
You don't belong here. Mother speaks and I listen. She says you must be tested.
Why does she want us to fight?
Mother is everything. Strength, purpose, the voice that guides us. And you're the trial she set before me. I won't fail her.
Again. Sorry, bud. Glad it was you and that other dude that are the only people in this entire village.
Watch your...
Well, he certainly doesn't care that I just murdered you. So that's great. What's this? Helmy's house. What's in Helmy's house? Helmy?
Oh, Tiga. What have you done? Why did you leave me like this? So brave, yet so foolish. What am I supposed to do now?
Listen, he didn't yield. Are you Tig's wife?
Oh! You startled me. Barging into a Delrida woman's house without knocking. You're lucky to still be breathing. Wait, you're the one who gave him a good death, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm Helmy. Yes, Tiga was my husband. And I suppose I should thank you.
I'm sorry about the duel.
I'm only sorry that Tiga is gone. But I am grateful to you. You acted honorably, allowing him to challenge you. No one else was willing to do it. The Delrida think fighting a madman is dishonorable, as if madness could be caught like a sickness. Matter, help me, it's utter nonsense. My poor Tiga.
I'm sorry, lady. You don't have anything good? You do have something good. Let me just take that. Since it's not stealing at all. Stash. Let's see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Anything extra? Yeah, we don't need this. Standard 6 damage. Okay, get rid of that. 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 And that. Well, let me just get rid of a bunch of this. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Probably that too. Okay, hey, look at this. Blacksmith's place. The Forge. What's up, Forge, man?
Off with you, stranger. I don't want to talk. I feel sorrow.
Can I help you?
Oh, I saw an outsider. I figured you must have lost your way to end up here at the Volker tribe. But you, not riding ahead, are you? That's why you're here. Can I help you? Speaking so politely to a Volker? You got to be mad. And to answer your question, no, I can't be helped. I just need to be alone.
Fair enough. Why are you sad?
You won't leave me be, will you? Fine, have it your way. How long can a man sulk anyway? A mourning a loss, if you must know. My blade, shattered into pieces. I've collected every shard, keep them close. It's hard to accept that I'll never wield it in battle again.
What happened to your sword?
I shattered it. I realized I couldn't keep going like this. It had all gone too far, far beyond what I could handle. It kept demanding more. Because everything comes at a price.
What do you mean
The
by
sword,
that?
it needed proof of loyalty. Proof that we were worthy of each other. And since blood binds best, it demanded blood. When there was no one else to cut down, I let it taste my own. Until, one day, the blood of others wasn't enough anymore. It wanted mine.
What happened when you didn't feed it blood?
It went dull. Dull as an ulcer. Couldn't even cut through a slab of bear meat. Sometimes, if I went too long without tasting my blood, I'd have to fight with that blunt blade. Felt like punishment for letting it starve.
Sword made you harm yourself?
Aye, so what? Don't give me that look. It's clear you've not spent much time with the Volkers, if things like this bother you.
What will you do with the
What, you
shards
want
now?
them? Fine, take them. I'm not reforging it into a new blade. I need to come to terms with the loss. It was meant to be. But if you can forge something from it, I'll commend you. It's not an easy material to work with.
If I reforge the shards into a new weapon, you won't want it back?
No. That will be your work, your blade. Just like I once found mine, you'll find yours in the forge's fire. I'll rid myself of what's caused me so much sorrow, and you'll gain something to fight with. A fair trade. Just remember, if it starts whispering to you, there's only one way to deal with it.
Any advice on working with these shards?
Well, you'll definitely need weird stuff.
I have so much weird stone.
And besides that,
You mentioned I must have lost my way to end up here. You don't see outsiders often?
it's rare enough to see other people in the Forlorn Swords. But making it to the Volkers, that's another story. Most don't. They get eaten by beasts, their minds twisted by ice weavers, or swallowed by the night. Or they simply decide there's nothing here, and wonder why the hell they should bother coming to us at all. I don't blame them. But since everyone's abandoned us, they can shove it. We'll manage on our own. There's nothing left anyway.
You don't seem to have the highest opinion of your
That's
own
not
tribe.
it, stranger. Listen closely. Some say Mather has abandoned us. Me? I'm not sure she was ever really with us in the first place. But that doesn't matter. What matters is Volker. I'm loyal to the tribe because loyalty is the only thing with real worth. A man can be broken by the silence when his gods don't answer. He can be broken by death's shadow or the grip of madness. But if he stays loyal to his tribe, deep down in his heart, it means that everything fades, except devotion.
Cool.
Take a look at what I've got. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Nothing. Cool. Reforge the Chatterblade. Got anything cool in here? Anything I can steal? Yep. Sure do. Angsvar's house. Hello. Your house is large.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Angsvar, the chieftain of the Volkio tribe.
Oh, I see.
What brings you here?
Challenge me to a duel.
Taig was a problem. The poor man had gone mad. He claimed to hear Mother's voice, that the goddess was commanding him to fight and die a noble death. Someone would have granted him that death long ago. It would have been kinder than his torment. But defeating a madman in combat brings no honor, so he suffered. And we suffered alongside him. Your act was an act of mercy. It's good that someone finally took it upon themselves to do it. We'll need to inform Helmi, Taig's widow. It's best if you handle it. Offer her your condolences. And don't worry, she'll understand that it had to be done.
Did it already.
Really? Me? A representative of the madmen forsaken by Mother? Does he think I don't know we're the joke of the other tribes? What? Does he want them to laugh in my face instead of behind my back?
Madmen?
That's what we are in the eyes of the other Dalrita. Sure, they respect our berserker's fury, when it's not too frequent. And when it happens to serve their battles. But deep down, they see it as madness. They're afraid that in our rage, we might mistake them for the enemy.
Wants the tribes to come to an agreement about Camelot.
An agreement? For centuries, every tribe has only looked out for itself. A single conversation isn't going to change that. Besides, with the others there, we'll never be treated as equals. That's just the way it's always been. Unfortunately, I must refuse. The vocal tribe will not join the moot. We have our own issues to attend to.
Can I help with something?
There is one thing, but I'm not sure you can do much about it. It's embarrassing to ask an outsider for help, but I have no other choice. Not far from the village, there's a hill that used to be the seat of our elders. At least, it was. Until bandits moved in and likely killed everyone there. They've destroyed the bridge, fortified the stronghold, and now they sit there, practically spitting in our faces.
I think I dealt with that already. I took over the land of the Dalriata right next to the village of full warriors. You didn't try to retake it?
We did. We lost too many good warriors. We underestimated them. On top of that, many Volkir left to join One Eye. So our numbers are thin. We don't even have our Berserker potion. We lost it, along with Mother's grace. I know. We've fallen far. Once, we were a proud tribe. Now, we're stuck watching petty thugs parade around our own land. Mother is clearly showing us what she thinks of us.
Take it you want to reclaim the seat of the elders?
But if my warriors couldn't do it, I don't expect you to manage it alone. Still, maybe if you could sneak in there somehow and... I don't know. Either way, anyone who helps drive those dogs off our land will be rewarded.
Good timing, because I've already dealt with it.
Really? How? No, don't tell me. Let it stay between you and Mother. I feel she has a hand in this. Thank you for stepping up for us. I promised a hefty reward, and now it's yours. And since Mother helped with reclaiming the seat of the Elders, maybe her grace will also guide us with the matter of the empty temple.
The empty temple?
Frigg, the matron who served there, disappeared one fateful day. We searched everywhere, but it was no use. It was like she vanished into thin air. The sacred totem of Mother, passed down from matron to matron, disappeared with her. Without it, we can't appoint a successor, and the temple has remained empty ever since.
Why did she leave?
It's hard to blame her. She left after the massacre of Gunvalder. Her daughter was with a man from that tribe, and was in the village when it happened. Frigg was furious that we didn't come to their aid. But tell me, would anyone have helped us if the situation had been reversed? Of course not. I've spent years questioning whether I made the right decision back then. Even now, I don't have an answer, and I no longer have the strength to dwell on it.
I take it she's important to your tribe.
You're right. Only a matron can brew the sacred potion that allows us to enter the battle frenzy. Without it, the Volker tribe isn't worth much.
I can
We gave
help.
up searching for her a long time ago. It's pointless. Mother made her judgment clear. But if you're set on trying anyway, speak with Bride. You'll know more than I do.
Cool. Shattered pride. Githa.
Come closer, dearie. My, what a pretty lass you are. And all the way out here in the Forlorn Swords. You're not in trouble, are you, dearie? Not running from someone? Yeah, you can tell, Lord Githa. There are many ways I could help.
Why do you think I'm running from someone?
I've spent many years traveling across Avalon. I couldn't just walk away from it now, could I? There were many men I had to teach how a wife should be treated the hard way
Most of the
time. But some were unwilling to learn.
You want to tell me in what way?
That depends. I used to travel with merchant
Mercenaries,
caravans as a
sometimes a good
mercenary,
beating
you
and a few
see.
sharp words
Sometimes
will
give a
kick.
heavy-handed husband a taste of his own medicine. Often turned out they were just raised that way, didn't know any better. But they could learn. But then there were others, the ones with cruelty in their blood. For them, well, I know what the forest gives and what it takes. My kin might not call it honorable.
Are you there? So you were just murdering people?
Personally. Not often, at least. I'd give those poor girls what they needed and say, if he does it again, you
know what to do.
I left it in their hands. And in their husbands,
It's their own
too.
fault if they were
It was
too
their
keen
own
on
fault.
curling them
If
into
they, you
fists.
must understand. They'd come to me with black
And
eyes,
welts and bruises.
covered
made,
in welts
made
and
my
bruises.
blood boil. Was supposed to turn blood.
Made my...
I don't think the answer to violence is more violence.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps in a better world,
Perhaps in
there
a
were
better
other ways to
world,
break these cycles.
there will be other ways
Folks
to
seems
break
to get
those
stuck in and
cycles.
out
But
there.
here, we break them with fists or steel before they make a full turn. What honor is there in beating someone weaker than you? There's no place among the Del Reader for men or women like that. We value strength, aye, but not against the defenseless.
You seem very friendly for a
If all
Volker.
the Volker you met were like this sorry lot, then I'm not surprised I seem like the odd one out. I remember the feasts we used to have, the celebrations. Any excuse was good enough. Then I left for a couple of decades and came back to this. We were never the cheeriest folk, but now it's like they've all got a frost grot up their arses.
You said you traveled Avalon?
Ever since I was little, I wanted to see the world. I tried joining the Stone Wardens, but I've got two left hands when it comes to their craft. So, I did what many young Del Rita do when they want a taste of freedom. I became a mercenary. I loved the road, but then the years started catching up to me, so I came back and set up my shop.
You didn't think of staying outside the Forlorn Swords?
No, this is my home. Always has been. I bore a son and daughter here. Left them to be raised by their fathers into proper Volker. But I came back from time to time to visit. I always knew I'd return one day. But it was when I met my grandchildren that I truly knew it was time to leave wandering behind.
Do you miss the world outside the Forlorn
I
Swords?
do sometimes. But these days, I'm content just reading about it. Oh, which reminds me, I've been waiting for my journal to be delivered. I heard from a friend that they wrote an article about me. But everything arrives late in this blasted village. Which is be so kind as to check the road and see if the merchant is on the way.
I already found him. He's dead. You're the Wandering Black Widow? Did you really help kill this man?
So you've read the article. My, now I really do need to catch up on it.
How did it start?
Well, one day, I was standing by the caravan, minding my own business, when a woman came up to me. She had a black eye and a look of pure desperation. Said she didn't know who to turn to, but since I was a mercenary, she wanted to hire me. Told me she'd caught her husband hurting their little girl. At first I told her to go to the chieftain. Among the Del Rita, that's an offense that gets you made nameless, beaten black and blue. But she said it didn't work like that where she came from.
She could have just left.
That's exactly what I told her. Leave the bastard, take the girl, go back to her first family. But she said if she went back to her father, he'd beat her too, and then send her right back to her husband. That's when I said enough is enough, and I took matters into my own hands.
The Dalriada don't have problems within families?
A child may not yet have a name, but a child is still weak and defenseless. To harm one is to lose your honor, your hands, and your name. As for adults, a Del Rita who's earned their name belongs to no one but themselves. They come and go as they please. And to strike your spouse? What honor is there in hurting the one who loves and trusts you above all else?
And the other women?
In time, I learned to spot them myself. Some didn't want to talk. Others didn't trust me. But then there were those desperate for any help at all. So, I helped. One way or another.
Did you really help kill all those men?
So you've read?
Okay. You sure left your mark on the world.
Thank you, dearie. And it is in print after all, but I'm a Volker. Change is like a mother's anger. It comes and goes. And in the end, no one remembers what started it.
What do you have for sale? Huh. Oh, she sells origin potions. That's cool. Nice. Alright, I bet I gotta go talk to this guy.
So you're the one who lit up the sad old pillar. You almost caused a stir among those sad lumps. Almost. So, I guess you're not exactly what they've been waiting for. But you've certainly piqued my curiosity.
What are you talking about?
This tribe. Once hailed as mighty warriors. Now they're just sitting around, waiting for someone to save them. If it's not their matron they're hoping for, then it's for the pillar to flood the village in scarlet light. They've lost their purpose and are desperate for someone to give it back to them.
What does the pillar glowing even mean?
That's a good question. The pillar reacted to me when I first arrived, although very faintly. And now it's reacting to you for some undeniably fascinating reasons I'd love to hear about. But here's the real puzzle. Why does the pillar respond to creatures touched by the weirdness? And what exactly are they waiting for if nothing is ever enough? I doubt even Angsvar could answer that. But you should ask him anyway. I'm quite curious to hear what he'll tell you.
What's a matron?
That's what they call their priestess. They
Uh-huh.
act like a spoiled child whose mother suddenly got cross with them, and they can't understand what is happening. It should be amusing, but somehow it's not. Meet me later at the temple, fellow sister in the weirdness. I have a feeling we'll have plenty to talk about.
Okay. Hello, glowing strange pillar. Alright, what we got? Let's do that. Let's get this shop. What's up here? Stuff and things. Okay, let's go do the forging thing. Surely you have a crafting thing in here, right? There we go. Increases damage dealt by 10% for each kill made with this weapon, up to maximum of 100%. The effect lasts until this weapon is unequipped. Attacks made with this weapon deal 4% of max health as damage to its wielder. Huh. Sure. Cool. Yeah, like I can't make anything cool. It's kind of crazy. I can make 2 talismans. Wow. Cost 7,000. Jeez. For not a high damage increase. Let's see. Have anything better than that right now? Not really. Could do an armor weight reduction.
really see much point in that, though. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of a point. Go down to 2.8. And then what's the next thing I'm wearing? This one? And this one, 4, 1.2, 1. Yeah, that one's not gonna get any better. I am now light. Very cool. Now immediately puts this thing away. And then we'll go. Okay, I already did this, but let's see if this will happen.
He'd be the first I'd like to kill. But without my husband and without my calling, I don't know what would happen to me if they cast me out. Well, I'll manage somehow. I've survived one heartbreak with Mother. I'll survive another. Now, please, just leave me.
You bet. Ordered him to kill me. Do you believe that?
I don't believe Mother was speaking to him. And I know what I'm talking about. Before I got married, my greatest dream was to become the Volker matron.
Ah.
But I believe that he believed it. That's why they thought he was mad. If I had become a priestess, Tega would still be alive. I would have loved him from afar, but at least he'd still be here.
You couldn't have predicted it. Don't blame yourself.
It's hard not to. Maybe there was something I could have done. Maybe I missed some symptoms, signs that his illness was getting worse. It's nice of you to try and comfort me, but I need to deal with my grief on my own. Though I'll admit, right now, I'd gladly kill half of my tribe. Especially those who refuse to grant him a good death.
You don't think he was mad?
Maybe he was. He definitely hadn't been himself lately. You see, my Tega was never a particularly pious man. I sent him to appease Mother with an offering once when my health began to fail. I won't lie. I was frustrated with my own weakness because going to the temple had always been both my duty and my joy. But Tega went there because he loved me deeply. That's when it all started. I recovered, but he kept going to the temple. Sometimes multiple times a day. He said Mother was speaking to him and that it was his duty to listen to her.
Why was he visiting the temple
He
so
said
often?
the fate of our marriage and the fate of all the Volker depended on it. The problem was he started taking all the food we had and we began to go hungry. That's when the real arguments started. So what fate of our marriage was he even talking about? Now that I think about it, it was such a stupid reason to fight. I should have gone with him, found out what he was talking about. But what's done is done. Tega's dead.
I'll go to the temple. Maybe I'll find what causes symptoms.
Go ahead if you want to. I've been there myself, but Mother didn't say a word to me, as you can probably imagine. But who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe there really is something that reveals itself only to the chosen. If you find it, kill it for me. In Tega's memory.
Yeah. Alright, why do you want to come to
I'd be
priestess?
lying if I said it's the dream of every little Volker girl. It's the most respected position for a woman in our tribe. But it's also the heaviest responsibility. If Mother's voice truly exists, it doesn't speak with words. You feel it in your soul. It's a calling. And her voice was screaming inside me. I truly wanted to give myself to her. But the elders decided I wasn't fit for the role. And then there was Tega, whom I learned to love in time.
Being a matron doesn't seem like an easy job.
Easy or not, it was my calling. And I truly believe. But the elders said I was too. Me? Hot-headed?
You're not afraid to show
I'm
it.
just being honest. There's nothing wrong with wearing your heart on your sleeve. If every Dilrida was as honest as I am, our tribes would have united and supported each other long ago. No one's going to try and convince me otherwise.
Alright. Condolences. Oh, I'm supposed to tell him? Okay. Dude just stands here the whole
Brings you
time.
here?
I reforged it.
Let me see. I've got to admit, stranger, you're a talented smith. That's solid work. But take it. Keep it far away from me. If it starts whispering again, that's your burden now. Now that I think about it, I might have something else that could interest you. Stop by if you feel like trading.
Yeah.
Take a look at what I've...
What you got?
Do you need... I'll take a look.
Nothing. He's got nothing. Okay. Burning through these. Where's this person? This way. Who are you?
What do you want? Unless you can tell me where my Ira is. I got nothing to say to you.
Who's
My
Ira?
woman. She ran off into the forest and left me behind. You're a stranger. So you wouldn't understand what a stain on Dalria honor it is to lose your woman like this. So now, I just sit here, staring into the bottom of this mug, hoping one day I'll drown in it. That's all there is to my story.
Why
Why should I tell you? I don't even talk to my own kin about it, let alone some outsider.
I need an alcohol. Hold on. Let me find one alcohol. Common. Okay, for cooking. And crafting. Alchemy. Here we go. Spirit. How about a spirit? Give
Well,
spirit.
since you put it that way, sure, we can talk. Aira. She's a tough one. Toughest of the Volker, no doubt. They even wrote songs about the two of us, standing side by side against hordes of enemies. But after our matron left, and took the recipe for the Berserker potion with her, something changed in Aira. She became obsessed with recreating the formula. I hate to admit it, but I got caught up in it too.
And that's why she
I
left.
think so. Poor Aira didn't have much talent for alchemy. Her ambition far outpaced her skill. We tested every concoction on ourselves. They always left me weak as a wet rag. But Aira, she got stronger. But her mind, it broke. she became more unpredictable than ever. One day, after another fight, she hit me over the head, hard enough to knock me out cold. When I woke up, she was gone. Just like that.
Were you both
Of
berserkers?
course, the fiercest in the Volker tribe. Kids used to fight over who'd get one of us as their father for the trial. Those were glorious days. But they're long gone now.
So I have you
Oh, I've tried. Over and over. But every time I got close, she'd hide. I know she was there. I could feel her out there. But she wouldn't let me see her. Maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe she's waiting for the right moment to come back. Aye, my poor, wonderful Era.
Tell me where to look for your
Start
wife.
here. I saw traces that she'd been there. That's a network of tunnels most people wouldn't dare to enter. I'm no spelunker. I'd just get lost and starve if I went in. But Era loved that place. She'd go there whenever the kids or the tribe got on her nerves. I'd give everything I have to bring her back. No matter the madness, anger, or whatever it is that's taken her. She's my Era.
Alright. Glad I can just walk into everybody's houses and it's fine. Yeah, alright.
An outsider in the Volker village. Now that's a rare sight. People rarely venture far enough to reach our little corner of the Forlorn Swords. May I ask what brings you here?
The moot.
The moot? In the Mother Mines? I've always wanted to see the capital, though, but I'm afraid you might have come all this way for nothing. We've never been close. When we had the Berserkers, they thought us mad. And nothing we do ever pleases them.
You're different.
Not filled with doom and gloom. Oh, I'm sorry. The tribe is like a family to me. It pains me to see them suffer so much, but I wish there's still life to be lived, happiness to be found. There's no honor in giving up.
You sound like
She
Bran.
was right about many things. Nisa and I were even thinking about leaving with her, but I can't leave the village. I have a duty to stay here, even if I doubt Fran would have been happy with me joining her. She's always had a... Where did you meet Fran?
In the south, she's still with one eye. They're forged in alliance with the Horns of the South.
Oh no. Are you telling... I would have paid a small fortune to see that. They must be getting on her nerves, but I'm glad they've done it.
Open shop. Cool. She's asleep. I'm glad that you're looming over her. Must feel good. Alright, that is where we're going to leave this episode. We'll just continue on next time. I don't think this game has too much more to offer, but we'll burn through it anyway. Alrighty, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!